Today is the happiest day in my life.
Dr. Bernice.
I start all of my days with a brief session of meditation. This day was especially important because tomorrow is a day I've been waiting for over a decade.
I feel refreshed and recentered. So, you guys know that very unfortunately my graduation ceremonies, I have 2 graduation ceremonies this month. I have my medical school one tomorrow, and then I have actually my one from the Harvard Kennedy School coming up in a couple of weeks. I had this huge party I was going to have with family coming from all over the world to celebrate this accomplishment, and obviously all of that is canceled. So I'm coming to terms with it. I'm trying to find ways to make the situation festive. Most of us don't even have a gown. I wish I was like in a place where I could borrow somebody's gown from last year who maybe isn't using it or something like that, but I'm not gonna have like the full regalia. I really wanted to at least like have the hat to kind of signify, because I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like the hat kind of like makes it look like, okay, that's a graduate and stuff, but they didn't send us a hat, so you guys are not gonna believe what I did. One of my really good friends is actually in town where I'm staying right now, and she graduated from law school last year. Actually, shout out to Leslie, she also just passed the bar. She had her cap from graduation, and so I was like, can I borrow it? So she gave me her cap. It's just like the nondescript like felt cap. The thing is though, the law school tassel is a different color than the medical school doctoral tassel. The one that she had was purple, but the med school one I've been noticing in people's pictures is gold in color. So I tried to find a tassel, and all of the craft stores are closed because I was like, okay, I could just like get some gold string and make a tassel. You guys, that's the point I got to, where I was like, I'm going to make myself a tassel. I want to like look like I'm graduating. Couldn't find a tassel, but what did I find? Yeah, don't come for me. I had to do what I had to do. I found him. You see, he's a little 2020 bear, but look what he has. He has a tassel on his little hat. Desperate times, my friends, desperate times. Okay, we're gonna try something here. So I got the hat, just got a couple supplies, 2 safety pins, and some black string, because this is obviously not long enough to go over the side. I decided I'm actually gonna straighten and curl my hair. I haven't done that in a long time, and I figured maybe graduation would be a time to do it. Though I love my big hair. Well, let's start with taking this guy off. All right, we have our bootleg tassel. This is just unbelievable, y'all. It's fine. And I might sew it back on him, because this bear's gonna have a lot of significance for me, because it allowed me to get a little tassel. Look at this flimsy little thing. It is not gonna work. So I need to use this string to do a little extension and then safety pin it. Got a pretty good little hat going here. This part on the top won't show. Now this is on the edge. I'm going to pin this. I can't remember if it's supposed to be on the left or the right, but once I actually like do my hair the way I'm gonna wear it, then I'll play with how I want to pin it for my photos. But I like my little hack. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. But what my school did do is that they sent us our hood so that we could be hooded from home. For those of you who don't know, the hood is something that goes around the shoulder and signifies what school that you graduated from. So I've been waiting all week, and it finally came in the mail. The academic hood. Here's a little instructions. So it's this part that goes around the shoulder like this. Here. Oh, this is quite nice. Little bag. Diploma ceremony. This is what the program would have looked like. Oh, here I am, and it has like where I went to undergrad and where I'm going for my residency. And the Hippocratic Oath, that's like a huge deal that we recite it before we start becoming physicians. My mom bought me this. Part of tomorrow's ceremony is to recite the Hippocratic Oath, so I'm gonna put it in here and I think it'll be nice. It is such a beautiful day. The weather is just really, really sunny today. I would absolutely be lying to you if I said that I was not bummed out about my graduation's going virtual. You know, this May was a month I've been looking forward to for years. I'm graduating from 2 different programs. Medical school is one of the most difficult things I've ever done in my life. I say all of that though, while still acknowledging that I fully support it being canceled. It has to be. Another thing that has made this week particularly difficult is the news has been pretty grim. You know, after you hear about so many people dying and are sick or losing their jobs or going through a lot of really real difficulties. On top of that, the racial disparities are so stark, and hearing about communities that I identify with, particularly Black and Brown communities, who are so disproportionately affected, poor people, insecurely housed people. All of these things have kind of been on my spirit. If anything, it's definitely giving me a lot more fire. It's reminding me of why I went into medicine in the first place, which was absolutely to be an advocate for vulnerable communities. So yeah, that's why I'm just kind of processing these things with you guys as I take this walk before I take the Hippocratic Oath tomorrow. Thank you, have a good night. I just wanted to get more decorations. I'm so determined for this to be a festive day, so I'm happy I did that. Look what my parents are doing. They're setting up the place so it looks really festive, because this is where I'm walking. This is the stage I'm walking across. They're cleaning it up, making it look nice. I only almost passed out blowing that up. Now I just gotta do the 0, the 2, and the 0, so we can put up 2020. There was a straw for me to be able to blow that balloon up, and I just didn't know. It would have made blowing these balloons up a lot easier, but it's okay. The final setup. Since tomorrow I have to wear a hat, I am gonna wash it and blow dry it so that it's a little bit sleeker than my normal look, so that I can get it under that hat that I worked so hard on making today. The hair monster. We have a little Bantu knot out. I'm going to sleep and getting ready for the big day. And just like that, I was ready to graduate in my living room. I organized a Zoom session so that I could convene friends and family from around the world to celebrate this moment with me. My uncle and my little baby cousins came, my bestie Shawan. I felt so loved to have friends from high school, college, even childhood aunties, uncles. What a blessing.
They started off with this really funny virtual processional of faculty. And then I didn't expect this to happen.
5 more of our graduating students have earned degrees outside of Emory while in the MD program.
Bernice Folcom earned a Master of Public Policy degree from Harvard University.
This is me being actually genuinely surprised because I didn't see any mention of my dual degree in the program, so I didn't think they were going to mention it in the ceremony.
Akshaya Kannan earned a Master in Public Policy from Harvard University.
Akshaya was my roommate at the Kennedy School. I'm so proud of us, girl.
Nathan Wooding earned a Master's in Public Health from Johns Hopkins University. Please join me in congratulating all of these dual degree students. We will now present hoods and diplomas to the MD degree recipients for 2020.
Let us begin. The following student is from the Semmelweis Society, led by Society leader, Dr. Wendy Armstrong.
Wendy was my small group leader and one of my sheroes, and I would not have gotten to this point without her.
Dr. Bernice Folcom.
So I'm really honored because I'm having my mom, Dr. Folcom, who is doing my hooding ceremony, which is really special.
My mom is a real life Wonder Woman. She has a PhD and works as an epidemiologist. Plus, she's just an amazing person with the kindest soul you could ever imagine. Usually in the MD ceremony, you're only allowed to be hooded by your parents if they too are physicians. So under normal circumstances, my mom would never have been able to hood me. The best thing to come out of this quarantine graduation was having the honor of being hooded by my mom.
Dr. Squared! Dr. Folcom Squared! Hippocratic Oath. It's a frame of the Hippocratic Oath.
Move your tassel to the left.
So it's pinned.
It's pinned.
It's pinned. I'm gonna have to shift the hat. The way I pinned it.
Oh, put your hair at the top.
Oops.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Dr. B.
Congratulations. Great joy.
We have a doctor in the house.
Two doctors.
Two doctors. When you say doctor, you have to specify. Because which one? You can tell that I'm the proudest father in the universe. Nothing good comes easy. Bernice has made all of us proud. I mean, very proud. My father wanted me to be a medical doctor. I'm not cut out to be one. But I'm so happy Bernice is a medical doctor and Pa is still alive to see it. Thank you, Bernice.
Woo!
And it takes a village to raise a child. So thank you very, very much. Thank you. Today is the happiest day in my life. The happiest.
Woo! Now all there was left to do was to recite the Hippocratic Oath.
Into whatever house I enter, I will go into it for the benefit of the sick, and will abstain from every voluntary act of mischief and corruption.
And celebrate an amazing day.
Dr. Bernice Folcom. Dr. B.
Stop by my channel again in a couple of weeks because I'll be documenting my graduation with a Master's in Public Policy from the Harvard Kennedy School. This is just the beginning of the journey. I hope you subscribe to my channel to see where it takes us. Much love, Bernice.